Lindsay Moore, and I'm gonna share one of my favorite recipes with you today. At my blog, Just a Little Organic, I've built a lifestyle brand that embraces change as a gateway to beauty, with a focus on wellness, personal growth, style, and of course, food. Today, thanks to Ingles, I'm gonna cook with you. I'm gonna show you how to bring some of my favorite dishes to your kitchen table. We're starting out at Ingles, getting the ingredients to make my Tex Mex Tofu Scramble. For a full list of all the ingredients, check out the shopping list underneath the video player. You can print a list and take it with you or pull it up on your phone when you're at the store. Now let's get cooking. All right, we just got back from Ingles and we're about to make my Tex Mex Tofu Scramble. So this is a vegan, vegetarian alternative to eggs in the morning and sausage. So what we've done is we have a 14-ounce extra firm block of tofu that we've drained, and we've just crumbled it up in here. I just used my hands to crumble it up, and we're gonna make this part first. So we're gonna add in nutritional yeast flakes, and this is just, it's kind of like a cheese substitute made from yeast. It's got a really good flavor, no salt, but it adds kind of that cheesiness. And then we're also gonna add in a teaspoon each of salt, turmeric, and cumin, and about a half a teaspoon or so of fresh cracked pepper. Once this is all mixed together, you can set it aside. Just leave it right where it is. When your oil's hot, add in your onion, bell peppers, and then also 2 cloves of garlic mashed with a garlic press. Okay, we'll let this cook and then we'll let it cool and we'll be right back. All right, our peppers, onions, and garlic have cooked. They're cooling, and I'm gonna mix them with the tofu mixture. You can allow that to sit here for a minute, and we're gonna heat up our second 2 tablespoons of olive oil, maybe a little less, a little more, it just depends on the size of your pan and how much oil you're comfortable with. The next thing we're gonna do is put everything in the pan, the tofu scramble, and we also have vegetarian sausage here. Field Roast brand, it's a Mexican chipotle grain meat sausage with smoked chipotle and chili peppers, and it's delicious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to the pan, and I'll mix it together with my tofu scramble just by adding this right in here. And scrape everything out of the bowl, and you can mix it all right in the pan, especially if you use one of these high pans with the high sides. Give it a nice mix. You can turn up the heat to medium or medium high, and you know that it's done because it's gonna get brown and slightly crispy around the edges. And this will probably take 4 to 5 minutes, a little bit longer, depending on the heat, and we will then add in the rest of our ingredients. So we'll take a small break and we'll be right back. All right, now that our sausage and tofu is heated through, you can see that it's yellow, almost like eggs. The turmeric has done that. It's given it this nice yellowy color, and it's also got a lot of anti-inflammatory benefits. But anyway, we're gonna add our tomatoes. So this is probably the equivalent of 1 or 2 diced tomatoes. And just fold them in gently. We can turn off the heat here too. We folded in our tomatoes. I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper and a little bit more salt. And be sure to taste it, season, and see if you like it, if it needs more flavor. All right, now that we're done, we're gonna plate it up and top it with our toppings. So just give each person a scoop or 2 of the scramble. And then we're gonna top it with some chives. Just sprinkle in some chives, a few sprigs of cilantro. I am gonna use, again, the Ingles guacamole, and you can also just use fresh avocado, but you can also use a lime if you want. You can put it on the side, you can let people squeeze it, whatever you'd like to do. So, it's just a healthy alternative to eggs for breakfast and sausage. And now, unfortunately, we're out of time for today, but I want to thank you so much for joining us here at the Ingles table. Remember, you can find this recipe, videos, photos, and more on the website at inglestable.com. Until next time, I'll see you online.